Welcome to the magical world of NeuroActive technology. This CD is the result of a joint venture between American Neurophonics of New York and Pandora Publishing of Chicago. This recording utilizes cutting-edge techniques derived from the diverse fields of neuro-linguistic programming, cognitive behavioral therapy, clinical hypnosis, and cymatics, combined with state-of-the-art subliminal technology developed for such agencies as the Department of Defense and the behavior modification branches of the Central Intelligence Agency of the United States. The key ingredients of the subliminal technologies involved in the making of this CD is the basis of our NeuroActive programs and, understandably, must be kept secret and proprietary because of the powerful and massive changes that they generate in the brain. All our programs cause holistic and systematic changes which are compelling and irresistible while automatically raising your confidence and self-esteem. These changes begin in the limbic structures of your brain and allow the conscious and subconscious parts of your mind to absorb all teachings and suggestions for growth. They make this possible by actively stimulating key parts of your brain to release specific neurotransmitters and actually make your brain cells grow new neural pathways. Literally, your brain begins to rewire itself and make dramatic behavioral, cognitive, and emotional changes that you will see within days. Not only will you feel better and think more clearly, you'll start to automatically attract people, circumstances, and resources to help you achieve your desired goals as if by magic. So sit back, prepare for change, and listen to the hypnotic voice of Dr. Mel Gill and know that the resonance you hear can only make you more wealthy, more healthy, and more wise.
Today is the day that everything begins to happen for you. So let's calm ourselves down from now and begin the process of massive change from the inside out. And we are going to get serious in doing this, getting rich with poise, with wisdom, and with serenity. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D Wattles. Chapter 1. The Right to be Rich. Whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it's not possible to live a really complete or successful life unless one is rich. No one can rise to his greatest possible height in talent or soul development unless he has plenty of money. For to unfold the soul and to develop talent, he must have many things to use, and he cannot have these things unless he has money to buy them with. Now, a person develops in mind, soul, and body by making use of things, and society is so organized that man must have money in order to become the possessor of these things. Therefore, the basis of all advancement must be the science of getting rich. The object of all life is development, and everything that lives has a right to all the development it is capable of attaining. A person's right to life means his right to have the free and unrestricted use of all the things which may be necessary to his fullest mental, spiritual, and physical unfolding, or in other words, his right to be rich. In this book, I shall speak of riches in a figurative way. I will not be doing that. To be really rich does not mean to be satisfied or contented with a little. No one ought to be satisfied with a little if he's capable of using and enjoying much more. The purpose of nature is the advancement and unfolding of life, and everyone should have all that he can contribute to the power, the elegance, the beauty, and the richness of life. To be content with less is sinful. The person who owns all he wants for the living of all of the life that he's capable of living, well, he is rich. And no person who has not plenty of money can have all that he wants. Life has advanced so far and become so complex that even the most ordinary man or woman requires a great amount of wealth in order to live in a manner that even approaches completeness. Every person naturally wants to become all that they're capable of becoming. And this desire to realize innate possibilities is inherent in human nature. We cannot help wanting to be all that we can be. Success in life is becoming what you want to be. You can become what you want to be only by making use of things, and you can have the free use of things only as you become rich enough to buy them. To understand the science of getting rich is therefore the most essential of all knowledge. There is nothing wrong in wanting to get rich. The desire for riches is really the desire for a richer, fuller, and more abundant life. And that desire is praiseworthy. The person who does not desire to live more abundantly, well, that person is abnormal. And so the person who does not desire to have enough money to buy all he wants, that person is abnormal. There are three motives for which we live. We live for the body, we live for the mind, and we live for the soul. No one of these is better or holier than the other. All are alike. They're desirable, and no one of the three, body, mind, or soul, can live fully if either of the others is cut short of a full life and a full expression. It is not right or noble to live only for the soul and deny mind or body. It is wrong to live for the intellect and deny body or soul. We are all acquainted with the loathsome consequences of living for the body and denying both mind and soul, and we can see that real life means the complete expression of all that a person can give forth through body, through mind, and through soul. Whatever he can say, no one can be really happy or satisfied unless his body is living fully in its every function, and unless the same is true of his mind and the same is true of his soul. Wherever there is unexpressed possibility or function not performed, there is unsatisfied desire. Desire is possibility seeking expression, or function seeking performance. A person cannot live fully in body without good food, comfortable clothing, and warm shelter, and without freedom from excessive toil. Rest and recreation are also necessary to his physical life. No one can live fully in mind without books and time to study them, without opportunity for travel and observation, and without intellectual companionship. To live fully in mind, a person must have intellectual recreations and must surround himself with all of the objects of art and beauty that he is capable of using and appreciating. To live fully in soul, a person must have love, and love is denied fullest expression by poverty. A person's highest happiness is found in the bestowal of benefits on those that he loves. Love finds its most natural and spontaneous expression in giving. So the individual who has nothing to give, well, he cannot fill his place as a spouse, or a parent, or as a citizen, or as a human being. It is in the use of material things that a person finds full life for his body, and develops his mind and unfolds his soul. And it's therefore of supreme importance to each individual to be rich. It is perfectly right that you should desire to be rich. If you are a normal man or woman, you cannot help in doing so. It is perfectly right that you should give your best attention to the science of getting rich, for it is the noblest and most necessary of all studies. If you neglect this study, you are derelict in your duty to yourself, to God, and to humanity. For you can render to God and to humanity no greater service than to make the most of yourself.